Hello, my name is Brian Becker, and I'm the Academic Outreach Advisor for the Office of Minority Student Affairs. The video you're about to watch is part of a larger series we're calling the Student Success Kit. In each of these videos, you'll learn a bunch of tips and tricks on how to use the different academic resources available to you. That said, let's get right into it. Welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing how to use the Campus Course Explorer. So to kick us off, to get to this page, you'll go ahead and go to courses.illinois.edu, and it'll take you straight to the Course Explorer. Now, there's a lot of tools listed here, but for the purpose of this video, we're only going to be talking about using the Search Course Explorer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And on this page, I can filter out courses by a variety of indicators. A quick note, just make sure that you have the correct year and term listed there. Otherwise, the courses that pop up won't be what you're looking for. There's also other things that I can use to filter out the courses, including keyword, instructor, college subject, hours, whether or not it covers a particular gen ed requirement, and whether or not it's part A, part B of the term, or a full term course. Now, a few things to note as well. Towards the bottom here, you can filter out whether the class is online, on campus, and also if it has open section. So if you're specifically looking for courses that you can register for, definitely click on the open sections box, as the courses that pop up will only be the ones that are currently available. And as it indicates here, it is updated every 10 minutes. So the information there is always going to be up to date. But for example, let's say that I am looking to register for a math course, but I'm not necessarily sure exactly which one I should. So I do know that the subject is math, so I can go ahead and go to subject and scroll down and look for mathematics. And I found mathematics here. Now, I'm also unsure of how many credit hours I want the course to be, or if there's anything else. Let's say I'm not sure of instructors and those types of things. I can specifically search just for mathematics, and it'll bring up all of the mathematics courses. Now, again, if you have more specific information, you can include it in here, and that'll narrow down the list when you hit search. But I'm just looking for a mathematics course, so I can go ahead and scroll down and click on the search button. Now, on the next page, what it has done is filtered out all courses that have the mathematics indicator, so all mathematics courses, starting from 101 all the way up to the 400, 500 level courses. Now, I'm not quite at the 400 level, so I can kind of stay towards the top, towards the 100, 200 level courses. As I'm scrolling through, I do recall that one of my requirements is calculus. Now, there are two listed here, so absolutely follow up with your academic advisor to see specifically whether or not you need a particular calculus or if there's any prerequisites to be able to take calculus in the first place. But for the purpose of example, let's go ahead and click on Math 221, Calculus 1. So on the next page, it brings up all the relevant information regarding Math 221. So I see Math 221, Calculus 1, 4 credit hours, and then a full description of the course. It's really important to read through that description because it also includes information about the course, such as prerequisites, whether or not AP credit covers things, or if there's an alternative class that covers the same requirement or content. So I see here credit is not given both for Math 221 and Math 220 or Math 234. I also see that there is a prerequisite of an ALEKS placement score, which again, you can follow those links to get more information. But if at any point you have any confusion whatsoever, definitely follow up with your academic advisor and they can help clarify those points. I see that it covers the gen ed requirement for quantitative reasoning 1, and let's say for my major that it is required regardless. So I know that. I know it's the proper course after reading the description. So now the next task is to actually find a section that's available. As you're searching for the different sections, it's important to pay close attention to the status icon. For example, the red circle with the white X indicates that that section is closed. So unfortunately, I cannot register for that section. The green circle indicates that it's open, and the yellow triangle with the red outline indicates that there's some type of restriction on that section. If it does not specify what that restriction is, which it typically would, definitely follow up with an academic advisor and see if you could potentially get an override for that restriction. But as I'm scrolling through, I noticed that there's actually a distinction between discussion and lecture. So typically when a course has a discussion section and a lecture section, you will actually have to register for both. So just pay close attention to that. But for the purpose of example, I'm going to go ahead and look at this first one here and walk you through what each of these things mean. So we talked about the status. The next thing is actually the CRN, which stands for course registration number. And this number is actually what you're going to use when you go to register for courses, whether you use the classic registration tool or the advanced registration tool. So pay close attention to these numbers and definitely jot them down as you're looking for different courses. So I see the course registration number. I look at the type. This is the discussion section. So I know that I'm going to need one of these discussion sections, but I also have to scroll to the bottom and look at the lecture section as well, because I will need both to be able to completely register for this course. So I'm looking at the discussion. I see the time 11 to 12:50, Wednesday and Friday, and 1:59 Altgeld Hall. Just a quick note of advice, when registering for classes, pay close attention to the location as well as the dates and times. It can be difficult in 10 minutes to go from one class to your next class if they are across campus. So do keep that in mind and do kind of budget enough time to go between your different courses. But once I go through this information, I see specifically what discussion and lecture I'd like. I've recorded the course registration numbers. And I've met with my academic advisor to review the courses and the different requirements, then essentially you are all set to register. But in a nutshell, this is how you use the Course Explorer tool to find your courses and explore the different courses that are available.
We hope you found that video useful. To connect with the Office of Minority Student Affairs or to schedule a drop-in appointment with one of our full-time student success advisors, please use the information linked below. You can also follow us on social media with our handle @OMSA Illinois on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We hope to hear from you soon.